Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, we're playing green-black control with Toxrill the Corrosive, the Slug Horror as a win con. So definitely a fun take on a more mid-range to control-y build using a lot of the treasures, kind of synergy package, blood money type stuff that you've seen in the past, although not running blood on the snow, and instead going up to the mighty Toxrill the Corrosive as the win con. While you absorb the deck list, address a little bit of controversy. Yes, somewhere out there on Twitter, a certain streamer named Crokies is making fun of me. No, I don't think it means anything. I'm pretty sure he's bored with his own content because he's just doing the same stuff every day, like many of us are in the meta, but not me. I'm shaking it up with Toxrill the Corrosive. So don't worry about that. I'm sure it's no big deal. And I fear no goblin. I fear no little aggro mage. I fear nobody trying to say that they're the one in best of one, because being the one is a lot like being in love. You don't need someone to tell you you're in love. You just know. Let's talk about this deck, the Golgari Slug Toxrill pile. Built around this card, Toxrill the Corrosive, 5 black for a 7/7 legendary creature slug horror at Mythic. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them. Whenever a creature you control with a slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1 black slug creature token. Blue and a black, sacrifice a slug to draw a card. A lot of text. Kind of awesome that it happens at each end step, because this quickly becomes a one-sided board wipe that makes creatures out of their creatures, and it has a little bit of card advantage built in. And being a 7/7 is nothing to laugh at either. It's 7 mana, but when this hits the battlefield, there are a lot of decks that can't kill it. The red removal spells just don't reach that high, and of course Skyclave Apparition can't handle this guy. So pretty strong card for sure. Another new card that I got one of into the deck is the legendary Old Rutstein. This is 1 in a black-green for a 1/4. It's a human pigeon. It's legendary. When it enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land is milled this way, make a treasure. If a creature is milled, make a 1/1. And if a non-land, non-creature card is milled, make a blood token. So this card can just kind of spit out value while it sits on the field. It works like the 5th Skullport Merchant in this particular deck. It's a card I've really wanted to try, but it's a very mid-range kind of long game card. The longer it sits on the battlefield, the more value you get. The meta isn't very friendly to those, but we're trying it today. We have 3 copies of Dig Up. This is a fun one. 1 green, and you search your library for a basic land, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Great way to keep hitting those land drops. But for the cleave cost of 4, you can search for any card. So it's a good way to dig up our big, powerful endgame. And it's one of the reasons that we have a deck built around Toxrill with only 2 Toxrill, because we can use Dig Up in the mid game to search up our Toxrill if we need to. We also have 4 Deathcap Glades. This is the black or green chill land, so pretty cool to go with the rest of the mana sources that we have. I've got some Woodland Chasms and Rimewood Falls in the deck because these are forests and you can fetch them with Binding the Old Gods. The blue source helps us sacrifice things to Toxrill, and of course a black-green source helps fix our mana in general. There's 1 copy, like the rest of this you kind of expect. You know all about the blood money treasure piles, but 1 copy of Harness Infinity to go over the top of other mid-range decks or completely overpower the aggro decks when we get to the late game but are trying to find a good way to win. The fact that we can dig it up and get back the whole graveyard and then dig up something else is really cool. But yeah, I love the idea of the single Harness Infinity for the draw your graveyard. It's kind of like Leer without being in a blue deck, so pretty sweet. So what you will see in this video, we're still camping top 100 Mythic at the time that I recorded this, so we're playing a standard event. Some really long games, wasn't sure what to do about that, so I think I'm just going to upload nearly all of it. There might be like 1 game that I'll cut because it wasn't interesting, but for the most part, very interesting event, so probably just a really long video. Hope you enjoy it. Remember to stay till the end. It's always does my heart good. What you will see in this video, slugs. Lots of slugs. Can you tell I watched The Matrix recently? Anyway, you will also see one of the nastiest game-ending top decks in channel history. Just boom. You're gonna want to catch that one. And then finally, you're going to see a true feel-good underdog comeback story for the ages, the fans of Rudy if Rudy were also a slug horror, would really get into this one. So I think that you're going to enjoy this video a lot. I had a lot of fun actually making it, which is something to say in a meta that's kind of stagnant. But hey, when you're the one in best of one, it's what you do. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. 0-0. Let's start the party. I said start the party. Office memes? Is The Office still funny? Do people watch that? Is that a thing? Slow, but good. Can't turn one eye twitch. Feels bad. But we'll have great mana the rest of the way. They got a hello out of me. I must be in good spirits. Oh no, they're mono white. Now I hate them. Yeah, make your stupid... Oh god, they play Code Spell Cleric. They're the worst type of human. Alright, Innkeeps. Eye Twitch. We'll show them what's up. To be honest, I'm very happy to play against mono white. It's definitely the deck I want to play, much more than Is It, any kind of control pile. If we play against mono white every single game, I think we'll have a better chance of getting even money than if we play against Hullbreaker Horror 3 times. So let's go, mono white, you and me. Merchy boy. We're just gonna sit back. We're gonna sit back until the slug and the hooks show up. That's the strategy. Just gonna slug them and hook them all day. Uh-oh. That's not cool. I was gonna use this to draw 1,000,000 cards. Why would you take it from me? Double block? Nah. Not with a Deadly Dispute in hand. 2 Deadly Disputes in hand. Let's see if they try to remove the Eye Twitch with a Brutal Cathar or another Apparition. We also have this lovely lair we can turn into a 3/3. Rally. We're pumping up humans up in here? The heck is this? You have Skyclave Apparition in there. That's not human. I hate when tribal decks leave the tribe just a little, you know? What do you guys think? Do we use this to power up a 3/3 and eat one of these? I think so. I don't think they have a trick. They knew this was a possibility, or they wouldn't have attacked the way they did, but I don't want to kill this because they just bring it back. It's actually harder to deal with as a flyer. Oh, you've got something. Oh, you wanna mess with my land? The heck you got? What do? You can't portable hole it. You got nothing. Just pass the turn. What are you doing? Okay. That does suck. I was gonna Deadly Dispute that. That is rude. But I got to eat your cleric, so I don't care. Guess I should have blocked with it. Oh, that's fine. Everything's fine. So, if I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Nah, I can't make this a 3/3. So, I could try to kill this Apparition. If the opponent has some kind of a pump effect, I'll be very sad. Let's see what happens. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always Deadly Dispute the Innkeeper. I don't really want to, but I can. Opponent's list is kind of odd. So they might have a trick here. But I'll take my chances. Did they see this coming? They've done some weird things, like they walked into the lair. So I should assume onboard tricks might work. Yay! 3/3 acquired. very, very melodic. Just sitting here waiting for mono white to figure out what they're doing with their life. Skyclave Apparition, target the Innkeeper. Deadly Dispute, sacrifice Innkeeper. Yay for new cards. Code Spell Cleric, why not? Let's go. Let's go, gamers. What do we got? We'll have 7 mana total with the Dispute Treasure if we sacrifice a treasure. Could have 8 mana if we sacrifice this. I think we're gonna dig up a slug. Never mind. We found the slug without digging. Let's go. How you doing? Hope you got a removal spell left over for that. It's gonna take like a Fateful Absence or Brutal Cathar. -1/-1 counter on every end step. Every time one of their creatures dies, I get a slug. For a blue and a black, I can sack slugs to draw cards. And I do have 1 blue mana in the deck. It's a snow land. Originally thought I'd just go find it with binding. So maybe we dig up a binding? I don't know. The rope comes out facing Toxrill the Corrosive. How do I beat that? You don't. You don't. And now, young Skywalker, you will die. Oh yeah, pump it up. Let's go. You got a Kabira takedown? Is that your plan? I think Kabira takedown's the plan. So, we'll put a little block here. It'll get a -1/-1 counter on end step. Everybody else, go ahead. This is fine. It's kind of free to block the other creatures, but I'm not even messing with it. I'm not even messing with it. Trigger. You will die. So, what do you want to do next? I want to rub it in personally. Like, rubbing it in is my main game plan at this point in the game. That's mine. We'll get this on the field at some point. It'll be fun. Let's play a little of this. Get a little of this. Where are you going? We were just starting to have fun. 1-0. First game was so good. I should probably just end the video. Can't get better. It can only get worse. The counter spells will show up. Nobody will have any fun. Unless, of course, the matchmaker is feeling merciful and just wants to feed me a healthy dose of aggro all day. That would be nice. Look at the 7 drops. Let's keep it. What could go wrong? Courtesy tap. So it doesn't hold priority through every single phase and make it feel like full control mode is activated. Even though this thing can't even activate itself because X can't be 0, it still holds priority like it can. Silly card. Alright, somebody else brought mono black. Oh look, and this is why we play it first. We actually drew the Hive on turn 2, and now we get to curve out with untapped lands. Okay, so a mono black mirror where we have Harness Infinity is going to be good as long as they don't have Duress. If they pull Duress or even a Go Blank and catch like these cards in our hand, that will be sad. But otherwise, we've got some very powerful toys. I think I'm sacking this Innkeeper. I think Innkeeper's got to go. We got to find some more juice. I don't expect Toxrill the Corrosive to live very long in this matchup. So making all those slugs and stuff is just going to get us blood on the Snowed and give our opponent more resources by killing the eye twitches. I'm not sure. Maybe the right use for Toxrill is to wait till very late in the game. Play it when we can also make slugs and draw cards. That's going to take a ton of mana. We're talking like 11, 13 mana. So I don't know about that. Opponent taking their time in this attack step. Come on now. It's not as complicated as you're making it. You just punch me for 2. Then you play your Deadly Dispute. Like, it can be on my turn. It can be on your turn. The Planeswalkers are going to be a pain in the butt. We're really going to have to find a lot of binding the old gods. Gonna need to play a whole bunch of bindings and then get them back with Harness. While keeping the creatures in check, I guess, with Meat Hooks and Toxrill. It won't be very easy, but I think we can win it. We just have to be patient, and we have to endure our opponent just roping their combats for no reason. More disputes is fun. And our opponent times out their turn. Cool. My turn. Here's a merchant. Why did it leave up the lair? I always forget I have to watch for that. Silly auto tapper. Maybe I should rope more. Get this stuff right. I'll just hold the eye twitch for this turn. It's fine. These resources might come in very handy when we play Toxrill. Like I said, we might need an insane amount of mana to play this and also draw cards with it before the opponent blows it all up. Alright, it's going to be a battle of endurance. Our opponent's roping every single turn cycle. I don't know if they have a bad connection or what. Gotta keep my head in the game. Those bats do not surrender. Go. Eight. Hook. The Blues Traveler Award. Attack first, then play the Twitch. Probably sacrifice the Twitch. Maybe also a treasure. Get the cards going. Again, I'm not in a hurry to kill these. Unless I had some way to exile them, but I don't believe my deck has anything like that. Alright, played my land this turn, so we can pass. There's a Deadly Dispute. It's been a while. Been a while. I thought for sure they had one. I think they've been holding it just to get the extra damage in. And they get sciences. They already had 4 land. I guess when you're not sure, you get sciences. I feel that. Haven. Lolth. We're gonna have to find binding. We haven't found it yet. Alright, so if we hook these, this can't hit. So we'd have to power up Hive or something after a hook. Let's go ahead and sack. Actually, let's go ahead and do it this way. 2 cards instead of 1, and an extra treasure could come in handy. I guess I'll grab Fumes. getting Lolth completely off the board doesn't sound like a bad move. Alright, Toxrill could eat all these, but it just recharges the Lolth, right? And it's not an ETB. We could hook for 1, power up Hive, attack Lolth that way. I think I'm not as worried. Maybe I'm just supposed to Fumes with my Merchant. If I play my Innkeeper and then Fumes my Innkeeper, I can still hook, but it costs me a lot of treasure. Alright.
Fall into my web again.
Kill him. I don't like giving up my card drawer. I don't like exiling the Merchant, but there are more in the deck. And we weren't going to have as much time as it looked like we had. Alright, they get Confront the Past. That's fine because we exiled the Lolth. I wonder if they know that or if they just have a backup ready to go. Let's find out. Easy mode. Always have another.
My children drench their hands in the blood of my enemies.
Whee!
Aren't I the generous one?
Well, we are in a spot where we could harness Infinity and get the Necrotic Fumes. We need to get a creature on the board, though. I guess we're 1 mana off of that. So the opponent probably has a Blood on the Snow. I think we play Toxrill and make them have the Blood on the Snow. If they don't, it could get interesting. Because if we don't kill this... It could, yeah, stuff could happen for sure. Let's play the Innkeeper, gain a little life. Why not? Then if Toxrill dies, we get it back with the Harness. They are holding priority. Deadly Dispute makes sense. If they have an Infernal Grasp for the Toxrill, it'll be a blowout. Is that worth going for? I don't know how I'm going to get them to tap out. Uh-oh. They go straight to the hand. Yeah, they got it. They've got it. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get them to tap out anytime soon. So, may as well. Interesting. They have another Lolth? Or are they just very aggressive players? Most of the time people try to protect the Lolth. Maybe they don't care and want it to die so they can bring it back. Wow. Wow. Not how I would play the game, but maybe I'm missing something. So they're going to have a Lolth on 3 loyalty. If we use the -1/-1 here to kill it, they'll make more spiders, so let's just make a treasure instead.
I will. A gift in exchange for loyalty.
If they off the Lolth, okay, we can kill these and exile the Lolth.
What I demand.
All right, really banking on this Harness Infinity happening. What do you learn? Please learn another Confront the Past. That would make me happy. What they will probably learn is Mascot Exhibition. Annihilation? Are they going to blow up my hook? They might. So now they can't use Confront the Past on the Lulth. So what are they going to do? Do they have another one? Another Eye Twitch. Don't make me discard. Okay, hit me for 4. Cool. I'm down with this. Let's go. Bam. We're down 6-1. They've got to be feeling great about life, but things are about to change. The turns are about to table. Do we play Merchant first? Then we can do this on an end step. Yeah, they might kill this. It also gives them a chance to play their Introduction to Annihilation. Holding the Eye Twitch back is weird. I mean, I guess they're at 13 and they're afraid of taking 1. Maybe they're afraid of the lair. Oh, they're gonna grasp? Okay, cool. Like that. See, a little patience got the grasp out of them. Anything else? Something else is holding your priority. Why don't you just play it? Just play it. Just play it. What could go wrong? Hello. Gotta say, like, if I say it out loud, I have to use the emote. Why wouldn't I? They'll probably blow up whatever first board I make. So we'll make it fun. Let's just play some Innkeepers, gain some life, play some Eye Twitches, gain some value. Ah, feels so good. Pass this, draw with Deadly Disputes. All that. They held on forever to play that Deadly Dispute, didn't they? I suppose it's the way you're supposed to do it. I know. Alright, they got mascots. Now it's full grip versus full grip, and we have a board. The game is real now. Meet Hook. I guess we get first mascot here, so we should probably do it. Oh, containment breach. Never mind. We get to blow up their massacre. We'll still get a mascot, don't worry. Oh, and we found binding. I was starting to wonder where that card was. Didn't use the other dispute because I want to save the treasures. I want to play down to 7. I don't want to discard to hand size. It's a battle of the lessons in this matchup. Who's more learned? Who went to Harvard? Who went to community college? Lol 3 turns.
My will cannot be denied.
All right, we drew a Field of Ruin. That's pretty good. Don't really want to expose if we can help it. So right now we have to play out 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we can hold the Field of Ruin where it's safe. If the opponent plays their own field, they might blow up our field if it's caught tapped. Give me that. I'll be the one with the hook. Thank you. Give me that. Get that out of there.
I return to the abyss.
Toxrill can handle this pretty well, though. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I just want to play the Merchant and a Shambling Ghast to deal with these little Spideys and hold the rest. Like, Toxrill can kill these if we get the opponent to tap low. Shambling Ghast can kill 1. We can sack it to the Merchant if we're willing to give up treasure to do it. They know about Toxrill. We've exiled 3 of their Lolth. Way to go, Fumes. Way to go, Hive. You've definitely done your work. Uh-huh. This last card, is it another Infernal Grasp? It might be. Alright. Little blocky. Little deadly. Little minus over here, so we don't even take damage. Kill those 2. And see if we can get the opponent to play Infernal Grasp on this Merchant. They really shouldn't. They know about Toxrill. Well, okay. All right, they're holding. What's the right way to pressure them into making the play we want them to make? I don't see a good solution here to a Mascot Exhibition if this is an Infernal Grasp. I still think there's a good chance it's a Blood on the Snow. If it's a Blood on the Snow, that works too. But then I guess they can annihilate it. We do have some blue mana to draw off these slugs. So do we think it's a Blood on the Snow? If it is, let's make them use it now before they find another Planeswalker. Keep Field of Ruin open. We also have a Merchant down, so we get to draw all kinds of cards off their Blood on the Snow, if that's what they have. There it is. All right, let's go here. Down to 7. Down to 6. Down to 5. Not the best draws, but they're very close to just being dead. Down to 4. What do you think? They didn't leave up the Faceless Haven. Do they have another Infernal Grasp? I guess it's time to check, huh? Hate using a binding this way. Could have used one of the hooks. But as long as they have a mascot exhibition, and they might get another, I think having the hooks is important. What you got? It's not Infernal Grasp. Game. Ooh, Old Ruskin. Gotta start somewhere with that card. Never played it. Alright, this hand looks fun. Oh, Mono White's back. Let's go. A true master. A true master of magic has been sighted. Look at him go. Alright. Let's use the Deadly Dispute, I guess. So, what do we need? Toxrill and Hook. Can we get there? Our opponent fetched up Expanded Anatomy. They're going hard. So they're setting me up here, right? I'm going to do this, and then they're going to play Elite Spellbinder. Let's grab a Pest Summoning. Ooh, land. Lucky me. Oh, Clarion Spirit. Battlefield Raptor. Okay. They're coming in hot. Do we go dig up here for a hook? It won't be big enough. How do we see more cards? We don't. I guess you're the closest thing to that. Yay, 1/1. And a blocker. I mean, we are in deep trouble. We gotta draw a Toxrill or a hook, which we just haven't done. Why didn't they play the Anatomy? They have something better to do? I wouldn't call that better. What's this? A treasure. This is a treasure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, am I going to survive another turn? I'm at 13. If they power up Haven and I block that, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm at 13. So, I think I should be able to fetch a hook here. Am I crazy? Don't think I'm crazy. Is Toxrill better? Kill, kill, -1, -1, -1. Make a 1/1, make a 1/1. Dude, we came here to slug. We came here to slug. I might lose for it, but I'm going for it. They're either going to play Anatomy or power up Haven, but not both. And I think they're going to power up Haven. I'm wrong. I think this means if they put these counters on a flyer, I'm going to lose. But what if they don't? They don't. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2 life. We came here to get toxic. Let's go. No! There's no words. I kind of just want it to end now. Let's see what happens. Even if there's no even money, it's a good video, but good lord. We'll try it. Nothing matters. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. It'll wear off eventually. I have to sulk for a little while. Life gain. Maybe clerics, maybe angels. Definitely an adversary I can get behind destroying. All right, clerics it is. This is going to be tough. Toxrill is one of the things that can equalize them, though. If they don't have a way to remove it, if they're the build that just runs Skyclave Apparition for removal. We have dug up a slug. It's a few turns away. The F, Vampire Cleric, 2/3. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Death Touch, baby. Say hello to my friend. All right. Just you? Okay, they want to gain life so they can draw cards, but if we do this... they don't gain life. Woo! All right, this is getting exciting. This is getting exciting. Haunted Voyage? Starnheim Unleashed? I don't know. Let's give them the business. They might... please don't have a Vanishing Verse. Alright, no priority hold means they don't have a Vanishing Verse. I can also sacrifice it in response to keep it in the graveyard. Wow. Okay then. We'll just dig up the other Toxrill, I guess. Ain't nothing like sweeping your own board. For some reason, it's classic Angels, though, isn't it? Angels does this more than any other deck I face. Sweeping their own board. We're getting out the heavy hitters in this one. Okay. Shrink them. It's got to be Starnheim Unleashed, right? Doesn't it? Having a creature on the board. Gosh, if they do get Starnheim Unleashed, what do I need to get here? Mascot Exhibition? I can get Containment Breach for this. It's pretty good. Do it. Do it. No. That's something they like to get back with their aura. Death touch, buddy. Yeah. Not that it doesn't matter, but now I have a slug, so I feel cooler. Doomscar. Vanquish the Horde and Doomscar in your Angel deck. Let's go. I still have a slug. Slug versus Angel. And a slightly more important card named Harness Infinity. Would you like to concede now or later? I'll let you think about it. No? You want to play? Cool. Did I play land? Yeah, I did. So I could fetch, but I'd just end up discarding the hand sides anyway. What am I going to discard? I mean, this hand is amazing. I guess I'll drop off the Breach because I can just fetch bindings with these dig ups. This is like the best of my deck all put together. Maybe my opponent's thinking if they draw a third board wipe, they'll be in a good position. Rawr! Borrowed time, huh? That's fine. That's fine. Boom. It's back. What do we want? More bindings sound fun. In one of my worst tutorings of all time, I'm getting old ruts. Old Rutstein, let's go. You're coming to the dance. Be my +1. There it is. I'll just board wipe them until they run out of stuff. Sure, that's how magic works. We'll see. So what gets things back that you hate the most is Aura, because it contains itself, so we'll take out the 3-drops. So, board wipe? Maybe the right dig-up target, instead of old Rutstein, was the Lair of the Hydra. Yeah, I think they ran out of board wipes. I think they're out. Bodied him. It was Starnheim Unleashed. All right, even money game. All right. Keepsies? Keepsies. There's some tapped land shenanigans going on, but we do have Dispute, Ghast, and Hook. Like, mono white will have trouble. Unless they just go turn 1 portable hole. I hate this bat so much, I have to mute it. Oh, look! White creatures. Okay. Let's hope they play a Luminarch Aspirant. That's fine. No attack. So, do we kill that thing? We have 2 hooks. Let's just make treasure. This is fine. No respect. No respect for the escort. Oh, Toxrill. I meant to play the Chasm. If anybody at home wonders why I didn't. Brutal. Awesome. You got him. All right, I have to make a play or this transforms. This is actually a really good filler play, but the thing I'm most likely to fetch is an untapped land. I could also just hook what they have and Toxrill later. I think this is better. What do we dig up? Oh, let's see what our opponent plays. More Toxrill. That's what we dig up. Just get another slug. Oh, God, I like this idea way too much. Way too much. The Geist is back, okay. It's very stupid. It's very, very stupid, and I'm doing it. What's better than 1 Toxrill? More Toxrill. Yes! Yes! Please, more Brutal Cathars. Yes! Will you play any more creatures? No. No. No such luck. Okay. First Toxrill. Too bad that exiled. I don't get a slug if it exiles. Roar! Say hello to my friend. I wish I could love this card as much as Hullbreaker Horror. It really is cool. And an awesome top end. Why wouldn't it be the 3rd Brutal Cathar? Get him. Feels good. Like I said, it was dumb to fetch another Toxrill, but I have no regrets here. This is the way Magic was meant to be played. Just stomping on aggro decks mercilessly for thinking that little 1/1s for 1 could ever compete with real Magic cards like Toxrill. Give me that. And for your next trick, a forest. Whoa! Wait, what? What? Okay. Okay, what you got? You can't possibly hurt me anymore. My soul was shattered earlier. Okay. Should we toy with them or kill them? I'm gonna toy with them. I just want some slugs, man. I just want some slugs. Yeah, you make those creatures. Yeah, that's right. You bring them out. Yes. Come on. Come and get it. CGB, don't play with your food. Hey. 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 When you find joy in the arena, you've got to hang on to it with all you've got. With all you've got. There just isn't that much joy to go around. There's salt and misery and pain. There isn't that much joy. You've got to have fun where you can. I'm just gonna kill him with Toxrill triggers in the Meat Hook Massacre. Let's go! What else you got? The disrespect I'm showing this opponent. Yes, please play the Luminar Cast Pirate. Please play more creatures, yes. All right. They're gonna die in my favorite manner ever, where the manner where I draw cards. I'm going to draw them to death. Oh, baby. Never mind. I got better things to do. Beautiful. Even money dance, even money dance, even money dance, 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 dance. 4 wins. Slug machine here. Let's go. White? They keep playing white cards against me. They might as well roll out the red carpet for their own demise. Yeah. Let's go right to it. The things we have to do to kill an aspirant. I wanted to get this in ahead of Redain. That was a big reason I made the play the way that I did. All right. All right, Rusty, show me what you can do. Treasure is good. Treasure is good. All right, our opponent's putting it together. But we have a lot of mana. So we should be able to power a good-sized hook through the Adeline in the near future. There's another treasure. Oh, you know what that means. You want some of this? You want some death touch? You want some of this death touch? Man, I can actually hook for 4 right now. Don't think I want to. I think I want to dig up Toxrill. But I could hook for 4 right now. If I cleave this, do I have to pay 2 more? Let's find out. Judge. We're going to learn on the fly. No, I do not have to. Cool. Good to know. Thalia. All right. Keep stacking treasures like it's my business. I kind of want that around, don't I? No blocks. I'll show you what I mean. We want the Toxrill to eat that. Oh, and that. We're getting revenge for that top deck Sky Mall right here, baby. This is how revenge feels. Get out. Get out and stay out. 5 wins with the Slug Machine. Somewhere in here it probably ends in a ball of sadness against Izzet. But we'll see who shows up to the party. We've got an Olivia avatar. Who did you invite to the wedding? Our hand is very playable. I don't know why I have to keep drawing the Woodland Chasm in my opener, though. There's only one of them in the deck. Has to keep showing up in the opener. Can't just be a swamp. Let me do my thing. No? Okay, fine. Maybe it's not even worth having this, because usually by the time we play Binding, we already have the green. You know me, though. I like a little extra. I like getting a little extra out of my cards. Gotta mute the bat. We can play the Candle Snuff game. We can play the Petal Tosser game. Waiting for our opponent. They're probably calling up, you know, their friend who plays way more Magic than them. Should I keep this hand? Maybe they're posting it on Reddit or the official MTG Arena Discord. Should I keep this hand? I don't know if I should keep this hand. It's a very close call. If it had a 3rd land, it would be a keep for sure, but it has 2. And I don't know if I'm going to draw one or not. I gotta really think about this. Mirror? Let's go. Abzan? What the heck is going on here? Kill it. Life gain. Never. Not on my watch. Alright, get the Twitch down. We'll get the Hive into play at some point. Might take a few minutes. Warlock class. We're up against a brew. It's another like blood money type brew, but they're probably running like skeleton swarming or some other disgusting pile of trash. So I guess I have to keep binding. I guess so. Let's play this. I'm wondering if I should put out the hook just to offset the class. I don't have to do it this turn, though. It can wait. Let's get the tap land onto the battlefield. We might want to attack with this next turn, depending what happens. Sir Rolf the Realm Eater. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard, put a counter on it at the beginning of upkeep. If it has one or more counters, you may remove all of them. Exile non-land permanents. Yeah, we ain't messing with this. No, we're not exiling this stuff. No way. No way. Jose. I could just nuke the board. Then I would have the hook in play and I'd have 2 lessons. One could be a containment breach for the class. The other could be mascot exhibition. I might regret using this here. We can solve a lot of problems with our lessons, though. Besides, the ramp is better the earlier you play it. What will we do without that blue source? You know what's pretty good against skeletal swarming? Toxrill. You guessed it. The card would be an absolute format masterpiece if it weren't for blue. I know, another thing blue ruins, and I love blue. Sometimes there's collateral damage. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Wow. Wow. All right. Let's take at least one permanent that it would destroy off the board, so they get 1 less mana. Dude, you're destroying your own stuff. All right. So what are we learning? Let's get a containment breach. We've already seen reasons that could be good. We could also grab a Fumes, but we don't have a creature for it. We could grab a Summoning. I think we just grab the Exhibition. Chariot. All right, so they're not playing Skeletal Swarming. They're playing good cards. Okay, it just got real in here. Who knows what the white's for? It could be Vanishing Verse, Path of Peril. It could be Kaya. That's rough. That's pretty rough.
You could have such power. My power is for annihilation.
Merchant. They're just going to make more spiders, but we have to start somewhere.
Aren't I the generous one?
We got a pretty close fight here. They've got a good planeswalker. We don't have our deck really humming at full speed. We both have 2 cards. And they have Hero's Downfall for the Merchant, okay. Yeah, this is a good battle. I'm not sure who's going to win this one. Drawing land isn't helping. Yeah? Let's give it a shot. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a hook as well. Some kind of sweeper. I guess they played a culling ritual earlier. They could have another one of those. Yeah, that's the attack of somebody who has those things. Okay.
Oh, my children.
They could make more spiders if they have a sweeper here. All right. Not a sweeper. Does feel still like a skeletal swarming deck. All right, 3 1/1s is what they have. Hello. Hello. Can we kill this? They don't have a flyer, so yes, we can kill it. We don't want to give them... I don't even want them to block here.
A pity our time is over.
Say hello to my friend. Alright, they're going to try to kill this. We could draw cards with it. I like the idea of keeping this in the graveyard for Harness Infinity later if they draw an exile effect. I'm not even sure what it would be, but I'm going to play around this anyway, even though that seems silly. I think that's game. Toxrill! What a card. Can you believe it? We go for our 7th win. After, were we 1 and 2? 2 and 2? It's been a long road. Okay, I was definitely 2 and 2. I remember my first 2 games. We won our first 2 games, lost our next 2 to the most brutal of top decks and the most heinous of mismatches. How will it end? On the play. Nice. Oh, it feels good to be running a Deadly Dispute iTwitch Skullport Merchant deck again. Even if this one doesn't have snow. Toxrill has proven itself to me. If the meta changes, this card is a player. And we get something like a mirror. Oh, man. Oh, this is real. It depends how anti-aggro their deck is, and if they have any, like, kind of sneaky cards for the mirror, like Duress. If they don't, our Dig Up Harness Infinity endgame should be able to take them. Alright, they're going for the attack. Let's not give them the ability to learn a lesson here and possibly use their mana. So we could try to hold the Merchant for later. The Merchant later can draw more cards, which is a big deal in this matchup. So we're going to play the other iTwitch now. Our opponent's going to Deadly Dispute almost certainly. But yeah, we wouldn't want to play this Merchant in this spot and just have it get Infernal Grasped without drawing any extra cards. When, if we're patient, we get to draw cards. There's the Dispute. I'm going to Dispute now just on the off chance they play Divide by Zero. No, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to Dispute now or later, to be honest. There's a few situations I can think of, such as Test of Talents, that make me not want to Dispute, or want to Dispute in that window. And then there's discard cards that make you, like, say you want to wait to Dispute, because you wouldn't want them to take your best card. in case you draw it off the top. Sciences. Ooh, a plains. Okay. Another eye twitch, sure. I could sacrifice the treasure and keep what appears to be pressure on the board, but honestly, this is all about accumulation of resources. The pressure isn't what's going to matter. I'm glad we got this. We actually end up needing a land drop here. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Edgar. All right. A card that hopefully we can ignore most of the game. If the opponent attacks, we get to attack back and trade a damage, and we're the one with innkeepers, so I don't think they want this attack. I think I want a Deadly Dispute and try to hit more land. We do not want to miss a land drop. Let's send in the Eye Twitch. Let's send Eye Twitch to the bin. What do we get? I guess fumes? We don't draw a land. Wow. We don't draw a land? Really? We got a lot of treasures, though. Let's take another shot at that land. I know it seems weird, but I think that the accumulation of resources is the most important thing in this game. I don't think the other things matter nearly as much. And now we have the Harness Infinity and the Toxrill in the hand. Our opponent plays the Lulth.
Come closer. My power is for annihilation.
Get another fumes, I guess. Ooh, binding. Still, they can get this back, which we don't really want to happen. They're gonna miss another land. I guess I really don't want to miss land very much, do I?
Traitors, all of you.
Let's get some of these down. See what we mill here. It's the land, but we get a treasure. So that's nice. So we got some blockers. Could Fumes Edgar here? The opponent might just have another. Still, I think that's pretty good. See what else they've got cooking. They're coming in Haven. They're going to try to attack me for a bunch. I'd welcome that. But, okay, another Lulth. You. But we do have another Fumes.
I will show you what happens when the spy... We will slay our enemies.
Hopefully, we get to make a 1/1 and Fumes Lulth. Although there's already one in the graveyard. This is getting to be a juicy board for Toxrill, and they're tapped out. Maybe we can draw a land. It does pump their Lulth to 1,000,000. Alright, treasure and land. I guess if their Lulth makes spiders again, that's fine, but they do have to kill the Toxrill. Let's see, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could emblem. Emblem is scurry. Emblem is very scurry. I think I'm better off just fuming and hooking.
The light is insufferable.
That's 8 life, so that really helps cushion future blows. Well, they have a breach, but no treasure. God, this graveyard looks nice. It's looking nice down there. If they punch me with the Haven, I can hit them with the Hive and exile their Lulth, so that Blood on the Snow doesn't get it back. That feels good. We don't want to kill this Ghast if we can help it. It'll give them a green source for killing the Meat Hook Massacre. Of course, that'll be fine as soon as we're ready to cast Harness Infinity. But first we want to play out our hand. Okay, cool. We got Blood Chief's Thirst. Eye twitch. Alright, it's looking like Toxrill time. They might be able to go get fumes and find a creature. But let's see what they do here. Man, this deck hits hard in the snow battle. Actually, we don't play snow, other than unless you count like this. Annihilation, cool, we get to draw a card. But man, this thing seems to hit so hard in the mirror. The bindings are always there to help with the planeswalkers. Alright, they found Blood on the Snow, but there's no Lulth there. And they didn't exile this, so we can get it back with Harness. They never expect Harness Infinity, man. We're just trying to run up the score, run up the count. We want Harness to be the last card we play. We've been breached. They've breached the containment. They took out the hook. Okay, opponent reloading a bit. I think we're almost out of forests. That's the unfortunate part. We may not have another forest. Yeah, opponent mega reloading here and keeping treasure. Are they ready for what's coming? Morbid Opportunist. Good binding target. Alright, no more forests, unfortunately. Alright, do I want to attack them with this? They could power up a Haven. Would be sad. Let's hold. Oh, they're looking in the graveyard. Agadeem's Awakening, perhaps? Actually looks pretty good right now. They reach for the Haven. And the other Haven. Alright, they're going for beatdown. Down to 20. Let's go get Mascot Exhibition. make them, if they want to get through these mascot exhibitions, they're going to have to try a little harder. Let's just get this on the board. Make them deal with that. I never should have fetched that forest earlier in the game. I regret it quite a bit. The ripple effects now that we're out of forest to fetch with binding could be big. They reach back to the graveyard. So, might be blood on the snow. Let's find out. Yep. Opportunist returns. Two cards. One is playable there. What could it be? Another Deadly Dispute? Am I waiting too long to harness Infinity here? Those Havens can add up to a lot of damage, and I kind of have to take a turn off to cast this. Third Haven. Chump. Try to preserve life total here. 8 a turn adds up fast. Not to mention everything that dies right now. The opponent pays a life. They're at 9. Land. Search for nothing. Harness. What you got? Hello. All right, Innkeeper. Let's play out some blockers, shall we? A lot of this is going right back to the graveyard. Is that the only Innkeeper? It is. Shambling Ghast? Any? None? Weird. Okay, bye. We've got all the eye twitches we could ever want, but no Shambling Ghasts. So yeah, I guess we played 2 eye twitches there, and the opponent says, I'm not coming back from that. Good night. Oh, wait! Gosh, I lose myself. 7 wins? 7 wins for the Slugger? 7 wins for the Louisville Slugger. We hit the home frickin' run. Claim that prize. This game, all right, this is already running long. So post-game wrap. This is not a deck for Izzet meta, and it's probably not a deck for High Mythic because there's a lot of Izzet there, but there isn't a lot of Izzet in several other spots, and there are a lot of places in the arena, such as events, gold rank from what I can tell looking at untapped.gg stats, where aggro is the definition of the format, and mono white is probably the most powerful and strongest deck overall in the meta at the moment. And this one goes straight for the jugular on mono white. And we also showed what that Toxrill, Harness Infinity, and the ability to dig those up when they're relevant. It actually plays a really important part in any kind of a mid-range to control mirror like this. Any deck without blue is actually in a lot of trouble because you will have the late game selection and the ability to just draw your graveyard. Kind of like what Lear does for blue. This deck has hidden in the deck in Harness Infinity. So it really goes over the top in those long matchups, the grindy matchups. But when it comes to aggro, few things can stop a Toxrill. This this slug horror is an absolute beast, and I'm really excited to play with it, even if it means leaving blood on the snow and Lolth behind. There are still some gross, nasty, insecty bugs that we want to be running down the opponent's throat, and I really enjoyed today's video. So, hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope that if you play this, you also may get to 7 wins. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.